represents the fact that the markets are hitting the ask. There's more ask participants that are trying to drive price higher. But if you just kind of play price on, even on the candlestick chart, what happened is we saw price breaking lower. In fact, we see that just over here. So we saw price breaking lower. Ooh, a little bit too far. So what we saw is we saw the markets breaking lower, right? So we see an official body break over here, and that corresponds, this body break corresponds to what you see just over here on the 5-minute chart. So on the 5-minute chart, we can read these numbers. I just want traders to understand. We saw 75 for 233, right? We also saw 0 for 115. Right, so we are seeing a large ask volume, but these aggressive buyers have not been rewarded, right? These aggressive buyers have not been rewarded, because if these aggressive buyers were being rewarded, they would have broken price above this level, right? So this level held, and the reason the level held is because we can see aggressive buyers have failed, right? So these regions over here that I'm circling, just over here, and then of course we break below over here. So these aggressive buyers have failed. So when aggressive buyers fail, this means that sellers are in control. So let's just kind of play price on again, right? So we see buyers coming in, we see that wick below, and then we see this. So we're focusing on these areas here and these areas over here. So what this means, right, very simply put, I want to make this as simple as possible for traders. We're looking for an entry, and we're looking for aggressive buyers to fail, right? So we're looking for aggressive buyers, and we're looking for a break to the downside. We're looking for a break to the downside. So why are we looking for a break to the downside? Well, the reason we're looking for a break to the downside is because we need to see aggressive buyers failing, and that is the that is the science of a fair value gap, right? So fair value gaps should be treated as a science, not as an art, right? So at least I see a lot of traders treating it as an art. So what I mean by that is, if I just kind of draw some nonsense over here, what they'll look for is they'll look for a liquidity sweep, and then they'll look for an I fair value gap, and then they'll try and key off the I fair value gap, or they'll look for a 2022 model with a market structure shift, then they'll key off a fair value gap, or they will look for my favorite, which is they'll look for like a moon cycle. Well, I'm joking about that one, but you get my point, right? So you can't trade price without reading price. I know it sounds a bit